On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. This is the first game in the Nets road trip.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And not just for the players, but for the fans as well. You know how energized they become when these two teams go at it.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. Pulls up. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Porzingis. White looking around. Trying for the hoop. And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Johnson outside. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Boston again missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Screen by Claxton. They get it back. Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches it. Porzingis with the rebound.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
What a weapon the three has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 3. Here's Thomas. And they get it. That one's in, his first shot this game.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Tatum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Williams can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 3. Tatum on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Shots good by Williams.
pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Tatum, that's for 2. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Boy, you love the rise and fire off the bounce by Jason Tatum. That is not easy.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Williams. From the arc. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The recent history of the Nets. Well, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Now, here's Thomas. Porzingis with the steal. Holiday inside the line. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Holiday goes in. Brown, no good. Nets trailed by 3. Pass to Claxton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Whitehead. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. For 3, Portis. The rebound by the Celtics. Right side, Porzingis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porzingis has got his 2nd basket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
What a performance from Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. That quarter had to take a...
20, the Nets, 15.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
He's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Celtics leading by 5 to the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And we're starting the 2nd quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Walsh. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Pass to Thomas. Back to Johnson. Out left to the wing. And a wide open look for Claxton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Out to White. Porzingis feeling it out of him. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, taking a scoring opportunity when it comes. The readiness of Cam Johnson, so good.
Holiday attacking. The three from Tatum. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. It's a three-point game. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Rebound Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Tatum on the wing. Tatum from 3.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
The kick out to Williams. It's stolen by Brown. White, good. White's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And here's Melton. To end the run. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Celtics leading by 11.
2 minutes.
Outside, White. Pop pass to Porzingis. Melton with the steal. Here's Portis. Tries yet again. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Clowney pulls it in. It's Portis, high post. Pass to Clowney. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Holiday. Jumps up. And Holiday throws it down.
We are talking about an elite two-way player. Do your thing, Drew Holiday.
Outside Wilson. Back to Melton. 54 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Whitehead. 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Now Melton, still yet to score. Now here's Wilson. Pass to Portis. Over Porzingis. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
No good that time. And that does it for the first half of play. Austin on top, ending the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Johnson outside. And it's off from three-point range. Austin leading by 14. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out sets, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Cornette. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. And the Celtics lead by 14. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Here's Cornette. Claxton covering. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside, Williams. From the corner. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Oh, tremendous pass from Cam Johnson there. Nice work.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. There's the three. And the three ball is good.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Johnson's got 6 points.
Oh, so good in catch and shoot. Cam Johnson has sweet mechanics.
To the middle. Pass to Pritchard. And here is Craig. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Craig's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Claxton. And the shot goes down.
I love that Cam Johnson is looking for the best shot available. What a pretty pass.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. A three ball. Rebound, Brooklyn. To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his first points of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Whitehead. No scoring in this one. Good on the shot.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Celtics leading by 8. Here's Tatum. Whitehead with the rebound. Cloak loose. Stolen by Holiday. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Portis in the post. And that one drops.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game.
The Nets, 36.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Tatum down. What a jam! Tatum doing it with style.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Out to Porzingis. Pulls it from 20. A rebound by Johnson. Nets trailed by 11. Upside Thomas. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Nobody near Williams. His three-pointers off the mark. Celtics leading by 11. Tatum no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Pass to Thomas. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The three from Tatum. Pass to Holiday. And taken away by Johnson. Outside Williams. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Brown outside. It's good from long range. And the Celtics lead by 14.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. The deep three from Tatum. Rebound by Williams.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Boston leading by 11. Tatum with it. Williams picks him up. They get the rebound. White wide open. He fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. Now, Coach really laid into them. He said, we're too loose with it. Tighten it up. These turnovers are going to cost us if we keep giving the ball away. We're better than this. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. The open shot by Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Boy, once he gets going, all 6'8", 210 pounds, Tatum very hard to stop off the bounce.
Outside Thomas. Three-pointer. And the Nets miss again. Celtics leading by 16. The three from Tatum. Drains the three-pointer. Tatum's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Back to Thomas. Kicks it out to Johnson. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. Johnson outside. Over Holiday. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Tatum for three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Boston.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
The kick out to Williams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Boston ball.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Tatum's shot is off. Johnson outside. Back to Thomas. The kick out to Williams. Johnson outside. Shoots over White. The shot by Johnson, no good. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Johnson. Tatum no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing the